Here's what Tonic X had to say. I needed to thank you for your proceeded with commitments. I needed to share a new story. I found MGTOW on my excursion to personal growth, and can genuinely say it has changed my life with managing ladies, yet additionally managing men. I as of late was getting my hairstyle, and my stylist, who is likewise my gym center mate, let me know he was in no time getting hitched, and I asked when the eagerly awaited day was. I made a joke of don't do it, and afterward he laughed. He inquired as to whether I at any point planned to get hitched. Since I took the red pill, I exhorted him, I don't think I at any point will, and I'm truly cheerful. He referenced that I was being egotistical, and that annoyed me since this reaction was normal for what other MGTOWs have been talking about, disgracing, and it was whenever somebody first carried it up with me. We're both at similar age in our late 30s, and he maintains his business, and my business is likewise taking off. I can genuinely say that my business could never have taken off with a lady essentially pestering me in the ear. By being a previous male model, I felt that my companion, who can likewise be a tease and get any female he needs, wouldn't call me childish, in light of the fact that I needed to focus on working on myself and my local area more so than tracking down an accomplice. What is your take on self-character or being called egotistical? Much obliged. Well, Tonic X, thanks for your point. At the point when I was more youthful, I generally used to hear my mom say that ladies that didn't need offspring of their own were egotistical, yet she never said exactly the same thing regarding men. Thinking back on this today, I consider it to be opposite brain science to have me get hitched to a lady that really needs to have children. By saying that a lady that didn't need youngsters was being childish and terrible, she was letting me know that she endorsed me dating and seeing ladies that really needed kids. Her remarks were a latent forceful method for persuading me to multiply. To me, she was lifting ladies that needed to multiply to a higher status and bringing down the rest. She was subtle and never really called me egotistical for not having children. She didn't attempt to disgrace me into multiplication, however, essentially disgraced others who weren't into it. She was most likely trusting that by disgrace, focusing on the kinds of ladies she didn't need me with. Then, as a matter of course, I would essentially choose the purported unselfish ladies that she expected me to be with. Concerning men being childish on the off chance that they don't wed, there are two principal reasons that these kinds disgracing strategies are utilized against us. The main justification for it is essentially for us basically not having children, which is thought of as childish. The subsequent capability is to get men to give in safeguard to a lady as a matter of course by having children. Tonic X, your companion, is letting you know that you're childish in light of the fact that he's getting hitched, and he's most likely up to speed in heartfelt love, which likewise has the extra symptom of transforming him into a white knight. Heartfelt love transforms men into devices for ladies. Apparatuses that never again contemplate their own expectations, dreams, and self-wants. Something contrary to the alleged self-centered man is really the brown nose, at the point when your companion is telling you not to be narrow-minded. He is naturally advising you to fall head over heels and become a brown nose. I'm certain that you won't take his recommendation, and do this in light of the fact that your companion's aims are coming from his synthetically actuated white knight perspective. End of story. On the off chance that you comprehend where it's coming from, it will not irritate you. Individuals say that solitary men are self-centered constantly and taking everything into account. Ladies that permit men not to find out about female nature are much more self-centered. They believe that we should fall head over heels for them and lose our brains when we're with them. That is presumably the most horrendous thing for a man's inner self. All things considered, heartfelt love is staggeringly self-centered, and surprisingly that's what the old Greeks saw. It was a dysfunctional behavior. To them, eros was a fuller-grown type of affection between a couple. I see this not quite the same as heartfelt sweetheart captivation, which to me is fundamentally in type of gratification, and amusingly the most reckless type of all. In the event that a mother lets her child know that he's narrow-minded for not getting hitched, what she's attempting to say is, in the event that you don't get hitched, I will not have grandkids, which are essentially my definitive type of insurance contract when I go downhill. Moms need their children not to be childish and consequently get hitched and jeopardize themselves just so their moms can be the egotistical ones that have their advanced age insured and taken care of. Another explanation your companion is calling you narrow-minded for not getting hitched is on the grounds that, in all honesty, he really may be envious of you. He sees his exceptional marriage as a finish to his freedom, an opportunity to do the things that he truly needs, and maybe his future spouse will inspire him to sell a sports vehicle, and buy a minivan, all things considered. Perhaps she'll attempt to inspire him to switch his business up and run it the way that she sees fit. I've frequently seen profoundly fruitful men being let like small kids know how they ought to manage their organizations when they get hitched. You likewise mentioned an intriguing objective fact by expressing that it would be absolutely impossible for you to find true success as a man when a lady was fundamentally near you. That is the thing about being unselfish and in adoration and attempting to construct a business simultaneously. It becomes challenging to focus on yourself since you're groveling and needing to offer your consideration and warmth and fundamentally support your accomplice. As of late, I've heard that his channel was closed by YouTube for different copyright infringement. He was doing a great deal to help vagrants and attempting to become the MGTOW local area, and his channel has now been restored over and above anyone's expectations. City Chairman, in the event that you can hear this, you're a confirmation and an approach to showing us that men can head out in a different direction and furthermore be viewed as unselfish and giving simultaneously. Recently, we've been seeing a ton of MGTOW content makers dropping off totally, including Neo turned off. Truth over all that, and even MGTOW joined really downsized how much happy that he was delivering because of well-being reasons. Much obliged again, Tonic X, for your point and concerning every other person. Thanks for taking your day-to-day portion of red pills. Recollect a red pill daily wards the separation legal counselors off, so partake in the remainder of your day and good wishes.